Hello everybody and welcome to Parks Pros. It's Drew here and we're at Disneyland, as you can tell, and as you can also tell, it's finally that time of year. It's Halloween time and all the decorations are looking fantastic, but it is the first day of the Halloween celebrations here at the resort, but it's also dead here today to go along with the theme. There's like no one here. Space Mountain at its longest today has been 25 minutes, so we're definitely going to head over there right now because there's a fast pass available for it right now. And Smugglers Run is only a 25-minute wait, and Haunted Mansion Holiday, which just opened up today, 30 minutes. It's ridiculously empty today, at least for right now. Give it 2 hours though, and it might get real packed, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, something I'm super excited about. The rocks are gone. Oh yeah, like legitimately, at least this big one that was right here, I'm so happy about that, to be honest. Like, these have always been an eyesore to me. Sorry, Tony Baxter, and they also just took up so much space. But now the fact that this one is gone, at least this side one right here, I'm so incredibly happy that this ended up happening. At least it looks like, well, oh, dang it. Well, so remember how I said it was 25 minutes earlier? Well, it's now back down to 10 minutes. So, I mean, I'll take that for sure. Even though we did use a fast pass on it, I'm not like sad about that or anything. Let's go on Hyperspace Mountain, shall we? So, Hyperspace in row 4 was pretty great. A little more forceful on some of those turns. Maybe it's just because I was wearing sunglasses inside, so I didn't see everything as well. And I couldn't brace properly for some of those turns, but some of them felt a little more forceful than usual. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, great ride on Hyperspace. We're actually gonna head towards Adventureland now, and the crowds are starting to fill in. You can definitely tell school is over for today, and people are starting to head in from, you know, after school, and yeah, it's definitely gonna be a little busier on today. But just looking at Star Tours alone, they were walking in the building when we walked this way earlier, about maybe 10 minutes ago. And now they are about good 20 feet outside the building, and now the wait time has gone from 10 minutes to 25, so you can definitely tell all those after school crowds are showing up now. But still, 25 minutes for Star Tours, pretty dang great if you ask me. So because of how hot it is today, it's blistering, that's for sure. Got some Dole Whips, so I got pineapple orange because that's honestly my favorite, but we're at the Tropical Hideaway because it's got no line compared to the regular Dole Whip stand, so definitely come over to the Tropical Hideaway. If you just want a Dole Whip, it's so much quicker and easier. So after having a refreshing Dole Whip, we've made it past the Haunted Mansion, or should I say the Haunted Mansion Holiday, that is now all Halloweenified and Christmasified in the Nightmare Before Christmas fashion. Can't wait to get on this, hopefully later tonight, but if not, we'll get on it during this season for sure. But after looking at an old Haunted Mansion, we have found ourselves on a different planet. That's right, we're in Black Spire Outpost right now. Just kind of walking around, taking it everything in, and it's interesting to see the differences between here and Florida, especially with the paint jobs, not necessarily inside the marketplace itself, but out. So hopefully we'll get ourselves over there in the next couple of years ourselves, but I'm not really in the mood to necessarily just go out there for Galaxy's Edge specifically because I have it 15 minutes away from my house, so I don't think I'll find myself at Hollywood Studios anytime soon, to be honest with you. But here's just an idea of how kind of empty it is today. I mean, still kind of getting busier, but still pretty ridiculous empty. And as soon as we entered into about 2, we're leaving it. Smugglers Run was a 25-minute wait. We're just kind of walking around right now. It's a perfect day to be walking around because there's no one here. So might as well take advantage of that and see some of the beautiful sights in this park. So since I am a single rider as of right now, Hunter and Zach are going to join me a little later on, I figure why not go on to the Matterhorn single rider line if they have it open right now. I've never done it before in single rider. I mean, I know exactly what goes on with it, but I've never done it. And might as well. So, walked right onto row 6. Wish me luck. So, just got off of row 6 on the Fantasyland side today on Matterhorn. Whew, it was brutal today. I don't know why it was so much more brutal than usual, but ow, that was just not too enjoyable. I think that was probably one of the worst rides I've had on the Fantasyland side for sure. But I mean, I'm glad I got on it. I literally walked straight into the seat itself. I mean, nobody was in single rider line, which was crazy because it is a 45-minute wait right now. Like, bizarre to me that no one is using single rider, but now I'm just kind of wandering aimlessly. Probably gonna head over to Adventureland or New Orleans Square and probably go somewhere over there. But yeah, Matterhorn was a little brutal today. So I got to Big Thunder just in time. It just reopened after its evacuation about maybe an hour ago, maybe even less. But yeah, just walked right into the station. So I'm going on Big Thunder, why not? Down we go. And being a single rider, I'm slipping all over the place. Back and forth we go. Hey coyotes, bye-bye. Well, that's 2 mountains that we've walked on today. No, 3. Oh, I can't even count. The only mountain left to walk on is Splash Mountain, but we won't be able to do that until later, obviously, because it is pretty dang hot. But road 10 on Thunder Mountain, really great as usual. Love this little thing. But now I think I'm gonna wait for either Hunter or Zach, or maybe I'll just go single rider on Smugglers Run. My second home at this point. But now we're gonna head over to Smugglers Run, I think, just for the heck of it, and I'll try out single rider for myself. Maybe grab some move juice. That sounds really good right now. But yeah, this is crazy to think that it's this empty on the first day of Halloween stuff. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, let's go on to Smugglers Run. Hopefully there's not really a wait for single rider. I know single rider can be kind of infamous for waiting just as long as the regular line on this ride. So we'll see if that's the case. But last time we walked in here, Smugglers Run was a 25-minute wait. So if I'm waiting 25 minutes, I'm not gonna complain whatsoever. Well, standby is 30 minutes. So hopefully, for single rider, it'll be maybe a walk on. I don't know, we'll see. Well, this is a different hallway. Wow, this is quite interesting, actually. I kind of like this a little more than the regular queue, at least from the first turnaround. Super air conditioned in here too. Like, it feels so nice in here. This is cool. Oh, I'll go this way. Why not? Why not just keep going? Oh, and up the stairs we go. Alrighty. Oh, so red credentials. I'm a pilot. Literally, they just grouped the entirety of single riders together because there was no other people in line. This is crazy. I just walked on to Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run. Like, what? So I legit just pulled off a walk-on onto Smugglers Run. I don't know how, but it happened. They ended up grouping an entire group of single riders together, but it was only 4 of us, and they still didn't have extra people to fill out that extra 2 spots. So we had auto engineers activated, and we still did not do too great. I mean, but I was actually one of the pilots. I was in my favorite seat, front right, where you get to pull the actual hyperdrive stick. But yeah, no, it was still great. Rode with a bunch of first timers, which was really cool. They were all loving the interaction throughout the ride, but it was really cool to experience that. Just be able to walk on and then be by my lonesome and then experience it with a bunch of new people. So it was really cool to actually be able to do that. I know that was going to be a major flaw that we were thinking potentially, but it ended up being a plus. It was really cool. Well, it looks like the Black Spire Outpost isn't getting too much traffic today. That is for sure. Hey, buddy, Gonk. I know. I feel you. But it's fantastic to be here right now. Besides the heat, heat's the only bad thing right now, honestly. I mean, heck, I walked on to Smugglers Run. Like, legitimately, I don't understand what's going on today. Today's supposed to be crazy busy. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Even with deluxe available for today, it's still ridiculously empty. But we're gonna definitely try and get on Monsters After Dark tonight if we can. That just opened up about 45 minutes ago or so. And then also we're gonna try and see the fireworks as well as the Main Street Electrical Parade. And besides that, we don't really have any plans. We'd like to get into the cantina, but I don't know if we have the time for that as of right now. So I came into the toy maker. They do have Sabak in stock, but it is $17 now, which is a 200% uptick. So yeah. Chewy has something going on in the marketplace because he just sprinted in here like a madman. Oh, Ray's there too. So after having a little relaxing sit down for about 5 minutes in front of the X-Wing, Hunter called me and he's like, hey, I'm here. So I'm gonna go meet him now. But yeah, leaving Batu for the second time today. Kind of sad. It always is though. But maybe we'll be back in here later tonight. We'll see. And if anyone is wondering how Pirates of the Caribbean is doing line-wise, the line's not existing. Alright, after finding out Zach is almost here, he just walked through security. So he should be here in a little bit. We're going to head over to DCA to check out some of the Halloween stuff they have up over there, and also hopefully to try and get on Monsters After Dark. It's only a 50-minute wait right now, so hopefully we'll get off in time to line up for the electrical parade. But yeah, I'm excited to go over to DCA, see all the Halloween stuff up right now, and then hopefully we'll see everything in Disneyland tonight that they are featuring for all of the Halloween festivities, so that should be cool to see. Well, besides some of the Halloween decorations they have up, the trolley station looks to be all torn up right now, at least from the little crack that we can see here. Yes, just a tiny bit, but it looks like they are redoing the red car trolley stop, at least at the front of the entrance. So I think that's actually not a bad idea, in all honesty, especially with everything that's going on with the new Avengers campus. So as you can see, all the bats are back with Oogie Boogie and Tail, and it's looking fantastic in here. And actually more decorations this year than I think last, so that's great news. So there is an All Hallows Eve celebration, but no bats this year. Kind of disappointed in that. I really liked the bats last year. Pumpkin spice churro, it's all hot in my hands actually. It's like really hot, but it's looking quite orange, that's for sure. We'll see how it is. I've never really been a big pumpkin spice guy, but I figured why not try it out for you guys. And also, the person working the cart was super nice. It was awesome to have that type of customer service again after our trip to Ohio and back. All right, sitting down at the fountain. Whew. That is really weird. So, after a couple bites, you get more and more used to it. It's definitely not my favorite churro, not even close. But it's not bad, but it's not good, per se. But we just met up with Zach. But also, I wanted to talk about one thing. At the churro cart, they actually made me put my chip in for my card, not swipe. So they weren't swiping, which was like, whoa, hello. Hi, nice shirt.
Thank you.
You cheater. You're cheating on Disney.
No, if I wore it to Six Flags, that'd be a more...
True, they'd actually know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to go Guardians, yeah?
Sure. I've never done that.
Well, then we might as well. Let's go. So, Hollywood has been seeing some decorations as well, and it's looking quite good. And you can see right here, PhilharMagic has its own facade now, which actually looks really good. It ties into the area really well. It looks beautiful. Look at how awesome that sign is. And it's definitely interchangeable, you can see, because it is a screen, not an actual physical sign. So maybe they'll change it to something else. But I'm glad they changed the entrance to over here. I think it's a better fit. So we just got up to Guardians, and it is Monsters After Dark right now, but the wait time isn't 105 minutes. It's an hour and 45 minutes. It's crazy busy right now. But it's fair. It's warranted. It is definitely one of the best rides in the park for sure. But I found it interesting that they do have the walls all the way up here now as well. So they're definitely doing some major work with the red car trolley stations on either end of the park. So yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. 105 minutes. Woo. We don't really have the time for that, sadly. But Zach will come back and ride it, I'm sure. So you know how there's a popcorn stand on the end of Buena Vista Street? Yeah, this is the line for it. They are trying to get the new popcorn bucket for the Halloween season, I'm sure. But, oh my goodness, there are more people waiting in line for that than most of the rides today. It's ridiculous. Oh, wow. So we're actually going to head over to Incredicoaster because it only says it's a 10-minute wait. Even if we end up waiting 20 minutes, that's completely okay with me. And then we're going to head out over to the other park, most likely, unless Grizzly Peak ends up having a 5-minute wait, which we might have to do that because I'm itching to be a little wet. Yeah. Here's a nice look at Spider-Man right now. Looking great. The Avengers campus is definitely going to be a question mark for me, I think. I don't know how good it really is going to be. We'll have to wait and see, though. And something we'll definitely have to check out is the entirety of Cars Land for Halloween, because it always looks amazing this time of year. It's honestly one of the best looking areas of the park for sure. Anyways, we're finally at Pixar Pier, and it looks like Incredicoaster is still a 10-minute wait. Hopefully it is, but if it's not, it won't have jumped up that much. But I can't wait to see everything at night in this park and the one right across the way. Well, it said 10 minutes until we got right here, which now it's 15, but that's like a 25-minute wait for it right there. So we're probably going to skip over Incredicoaster unless we can get a Fast Pass for it right now, but Goofy's has a Fast Pass available for literally right now, so we might do that instead. Oh, I was a little late with that, but anyways, we got a Fast Pass for in 3 minutes time, so we won't actually have to wait through that 25-minute line. We're just gonna hop right on Incredicoaster instead. So let's get on Incredicoaster.
Taylor, I just joined. Why? Oh, you piece.
Stuck again. What?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The baby is teleported to the next tunnel. Got it. Hey, Freddy, come to mommy. No, don't go gooey. Oh,
The little one returns. Oh, thank goodness.
It is still a little muggy out, and yes, I know it's Grizzly Hunter, but instead of doing Splash and walking all the way over there, we saw that Grizzly was only a 15-minute wait. So we are probably gonna get on this raft ride and get pretty wet, I'm sure, because it's been a hot summer day. So
Very humid.
yeah, wish us luck. So our little bear friend, our grizzly bear, has a little trick-or-treat bucket. Looks really cool. I really like that. But now it's a 10-minute wait for Grizzly. Let's get soaked. All right, well, speaking of personal belongings, I'm gonna put all of mine away and hopefully they don't get soaked. So you won't be joining us for this ride at least. So I'll let you know how wet we got when we got off. So on Grizzly, I would actually have to say we got the perfect amount of wet. I mean, just a little wet. Well, maybe not a little wet. We got like a pretty good dousing on at least the first drop. Second drop, not so much. But I think the perfect amount of wetness for how it is tonight, for sure. But now we're probably gonna head over to actual Disneyland proper, and then probably find a spot for the electrical parade as well as the Halloween fireworks. So it should be fun to go do that. So let's go that way. Well, pretty good ride, and I'm glad the geyser didn't go off like it is right now for us. It actually ended up finishing its cycle with us above it, so we got a little butt massage, I would say. But as we watch another raft come down that Grizzly Fall, or not, maybe not. It's taken its time with it at least, but a lot of fun. Oh, they just got Oh, right on the geyser. Oh man. But yeah, it was ridiculously not rougher, more intense for sure. It was spinning us a lot, and we were changing yaw and everything. It was crazy.
One drop.
Yeah.
Sounds in the caves and stuff.
Yeah, it was crazy. But anyways, let's go to Disneyland. As we are heading out, I see my beloved purple trees back at it again. Oh, looks so pretty. Also, I'm wondering what they're doing with the actual Carthay Circle Theater. There's a green dot on it, and I can't really figure out what it's for. So the soundtrack is playing, and I am loving this. All right, it is Halloween, and it's finally hit me that it is Halloween. Kind of sad these trees don't have any lights on them, but oh, listen to that soundtrack and look at the purple trees. It is that time of year for sure. Oh, I'm so ready for this. Honestly, I wish this was a scare zone. One night only. That'd be so cool. All right, so maybe I lied about going to Disneyland proper. I forgot to look at Cars Land like I said I was going to. So we're gonna look at Cars Land for Halloween right now, just because look at those purple and orange trees right here, as well as a little scarecrow witch and all of the beautiful decorations they've had. This is the third year I believe they've done Halloween, and every year it looks so awesome. It is one of the best lands, I think, for Halloween, for sure. I don't like it as much as Buena Vista Street, I don't think, but I think that's just because of the music in Buena Vista Street, as well as the ominous Oogie Boogie making noises every once in a while really just adds to that ambiance. But look at all those purple trees in front of Mater's Graveyard Jamboree, which is going on right now. But oh, so unbelievably pretty in here. Like, it's so nice. I can't wait to look at the Cadillac Range in a second. And here's some of the posters they have this year. All kind of plays on famous cultural movies. All the cones at the Crozy Cone are lit up right now as Jacka cones, I guess. I don't know, but Mater's looking great as a vampire. Flo's is looking amazing as well with its chain link spider webs that can be found around the lane as well. And also, Luigi's tires looking all nice with orange. Well, you can see Town Hall has some eyes floating around, as well as a witch hat on Stanley. Well, the lights are looking even more beautiful than usual. Well, maybe not even more beautiful than usual, but definitely a different type of beauty. Maybe a haunting beauty, potentially. But it is looking fantastic in the Cadillac Valley Range. For sure. I would love to get on racers, though, but I don't think we have time for the only 40-minute wait, by the way. Yeah, only 40 minutes for Radiator Springs Racers. That tells you how empty it is, at least for the rides today. The rest of the park definitely has its people, though, that's for sure. And Ramone's has some beautiful hoods on display. Sadly behind glass, so they're showing off a little bit of a reflection, though. Well, look at Sally's. Looking beautiful. All right, but let's head to Disneyland now. All right, as we're walking back out and seeing more of those beautiful purple trees. Gosh, this vibe is so great. Oh, I totally wish it could be a scare zone for like one night of the year. It would be the perfect scare zone. Like, I want it so bad. But just with the Tim Burton vibe, as well as, of course, the Danny Elfman music, it's fantastic. And look at Goofy, he's over there dancing in his ghost costume, like a little G, because his name's Goofy. But oh man, I just want, you know what would be amazing? A Tim Burton themed scare zone. That would be brilliant. But look at the Carthay Circle Theater. It's looking really good. Do miss the bats though. So that 5-second clip right there, that's why I love this area. So cool. Well, I know what you guys are singing now. Man, do these little characters really add to everything right now. Okay, this is awesome. I'm really loving the banners out here for both parks, really showing off the strong suits of each park in banner form. Hey, Hattie, how you doing? Also, Ghost Galaxy in the background on that left one, even though that's not happening right now. But here is a beautiful view of the man himself, Oogie Boogie, as well as Monsters After Dark in the background. looking menacing as always. Well, the music doesn't necessarily fit, but the view is beautiful. So, psych about seeing the first electrical parade showing. Sadly, we're not going to be able to see it, honestly, because there's no seats left anywhere. And that means we're also not going to be able to see the fireworks from the castle or Main Street. So we're actually going to have to go over to Small World, and we'll see the fireworks from there, and then we'll see the 10:45 showing of the electrical parade, which means we might not be able to do Haunted Mansion Holiday tonight, which really stinks, but I mean, we gotta see the electrical parade for sure. The fireworks would be really cool to see regardless, but we made it. We got food, because we're all pretty hungry. And look, I got chocolate milk like a boss. Gross. Well, since we're right here, we might as well go on Space Mountain because it's only a 25-minute wait. And with that, we're actually walking straight into the building itself. But the Main Street Electrical Parade, at least the first one tonight, has started up. So we are missing that showing. But after we ride Space Mountain, we're going to go over to Small World, watch the fireworks from there, and then head back. Or actually probably just stay in the same spot, to be completely honest with you. And then watch the electrical parade from there. Let's get on Space Mountain, or should I say Hyperspace Mountain. Alright, finally made it. It's been about 20 minutes, so not bad at all. But let's get on Space Mountain, or should I say Hyperspace Mountain, for my second time of the day. So after quite the ride on Space Mountain, or should I say Hyperspace Mountain, we've come across the dance party they have in Tomorrowland. I think it's cool. They have the Queen of Hearts out too, which is rare. All right, we found our spot for the fireworks. What do you want? Cool. But yeah, should be a good spot, hopefully. Here we go. That's pretty. Nothing sick.
Welcome! It's time to celebrate the season of tricks and treats. The sights, the sounds. And what's this, you ask? Well, let me show you. We'll call out the spirits to socialize. After all, my friends, this is Halloween. And now I've saved the best for last. The Halloween Scream Along. You're all invited to scream like you're trying to wake the dead. Ha! Come on, loud! Wasn't that a scream? I know you're all just dying to come back and celebrate with us again. Happy Halloween, everybody!
So the Halloween fireworks show was actually amazing. It was great to actually just sit down for a fireworks show. I haven't done that in ages. But yeah, no, it was absolutely fantastic. Loved pretty much every moment of it. Really, really fantastic. And that was not even sitting in front of the castle where the main show really is. And it was still incredible. But now we're going to walk on to the teacups. Maybe get a little sick. Let's see. But sadly, we're going to have to change our plans yet again. After seeing the fireworks show, we're not going to do Haunted Mansion like we really wanted to. We're actually going to head over to Indiana Jones because it's a walk-on, and might as well get on that. I mean, it is still most of our favorite rides here. But we're actually going to... do we take the way around or go through Fantasyland that just opened up? I think we just take the long way. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, we were originally going to go to Haunted Mansion, but Haunted Mansion is an hour wait right now, so it's just not going to happen. We want to try and get home at a reasonable time, and that's before midnight. But yeah, Indy is still a walk-on, so might as well go check that out. Smugglers Run did hop up to a 40-minute wait, so sadly we won't be able to do that either. But we haven't ridden Indy in a while, so it'll be nice to get back on it. And as we're walking closer and closer to Indiana Jones, we're taking a little detour through Frontierland to see the ever-famous Halloween tree. It's looking beautiful this year. I'm glad they keep this as a tradition every year. I just think it's really cool to see this tree, this lone tree in Frontierland, all lit up and covered in jack-o'-lanterns. So our little detour in Frontierland also took us to the trading post, and I ended up swapping out my recharge, my portable charger, but we're coming on Indy and it looks like it might be down. Anyways, one of the best interactions we've had with a staff member who was filling up the recharge station, and he was just super kind and was super nice and it was great. But Indy is down. Great. Anyways, since Indiana Jones is closed, all the rides for our second half of the day have kind of not ended up happening in the best way, including Jungle Cruise. We're stopped right here. It says it's a 5-minute wait.
Cambodian Shriners, of course. If you look over to the left over here, we have a Bengal tiger that can jump up to 30 feet. But don't worry, we are 25 feet away, so he'll just jump right over us. Also over here to the left is my friend Ginger. Watch out, she snaps. Also right ahead of us, we have entered an African.
So what ended up happening was we ended up on Jungle Cruise actually after about a 10 to 15 minute wait. It was actually quite a lot longer than it said. But besides that, Indy was closed, so we didn't get to ride it. But we did run into some fans, including Christian. Christian, was great to meet you. And I completely, the name has escaped my mind of who was with you, and I'm sorry for that. I really am. But Christian, great to meet you, and his friend. It was awesome to meet you too. But now we're heading out, even though there are tons of spots for the Main Street Electrical Parade. But it's just not going to work out tonight. Otherwise, we're getting home at 12:30, and we just don't want to do that because we have to wake up early tomorrow. So I think it's just best for us to head home now, come back for the Electrical Parade, as well as Haunted Mansion Holiday in the near future, probably within the next week, honestly. But yeah, I think pretty successful day, even though it was not the most successful. Definitely did get busy when Hunter and Zach showed up, which I feel terrible about, but besides that, it was at least fun to come here and spend some time here after so long, especially after our trip to Ohio. It was a great change of pace. Well, at least GCA looks beautiful. Anyways, let's head out. I love the candy corn planters. We also got some pretty cool pumpkin sculptures all around too, and all with different themes in each planter. So come up to Pop-Up Disney. The screens are off. Thank goodness. Oh, no more blinding light. Actually, it would seem Pop-Up Disney is a goner, potentially. They've completely taken out everything in the gift shop, actually. The walls are blacked out now. Yeah, Pop-Up Disney may be no more, it would seem. Never got to go in here, never really wanted to go in here necessarily. But yeah, no, the entire shop has been cleared out, it would seem. And I'm guessing so has the rest of the building, at least partially. So I wonder what they're going to replace it with. We'll just have to wait and see. But Pop-Up Disney seems to be no more. So finally made it back to the Mickey and Friends parking garage. Took a little while, even walking, because there were so many people. And of course, those congested crosswalks just made it a lot harder to navigate. I can't wait for the pedestrian walkway to be finished up and ready for some pedestrians. That'll be great when that finally opens, which is pretty close to it. It actually looks very close to being done, but it felt like two separate days entirely here because it was completely empty in the first half, and then it hit about 5 o'clock and got super busy. Really bizarre day. One of the weirdest I think I've experienced at this park in a very long time. But I'm glad we did what we did. We did a lot at DCA for only being there for like 20 minutes. And then did a lot at Disneyland, at least with what we could. So I'm kind of glad we got to do that. And I'm glad with the day I got before these two showed up. I'm sad about their day, but yeah, really bizarre circumstances all around. But I'm glad we got to check out all the Halloween stuff. I'm very happy we got to see that. Actually, the fireworks show was awesome. Can't wait to see everything else that happens at DCA. I think we've seen most of it, to be honest. But yeah, super cool. Definitely check out Halloween if you can at the parks. It's actually like completely amazing. One of my favorite times of the year at this park. And well, these two parks. But thanks for watching though. And until next time, we'll see you on the next ride.